It's a rather blustery day here in Brighton for the Labour Party conference, but the dramatic political weather is being set elsewhere. In a landmark decision, the UK Supreme Court has ruled that Boris Johnson's decision to shut down Parliament for 5 weeks was unlawful.
The court is bound to conclude, therefore, that the decision to advise Her Majesty to prorogue Parliament was unlawful because it had the effect of frustrating or preventing the ability of Parliament to carry out its constitutional functions without reasonable justification.
Be in no doubt, this is a huge decision. The Supreme Court ruled on two accounts. First, the prorogation is justiciable. This is something that judges will have a say on. And second of all, that Boris Johnson misled the Queen when he said that he wanted to shut down Parliament for a new legislative agenda. In fact, it was to stymie Brexit debate. What happens now? Well, Speaker John Bercow has said that Parliament will return immediately, although there's a slight snag in the fact the Prime Minister is in New York addressing the UN General Assembly. It's therefore likely his deputy, the Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab, will step in and Parliament will resume very shortly. But ultimately, what does this mean for Brexit? Well, the fact is this Parliament has ruled out every form of Brexit. It's ruled out a soft Brexit, a hard Brexit, a no-deal Brexit, no Brexit at all, a second referendum and a general election. So the fact that MPs are now going to return fundamentally doesn't change anything. But MPs are likely to scrutinise Mr Johnson's government further and try and get a hold of some of those crucial documents about Brexit. But ultimately, the Supreme Court's decision is going to further the narrative of the Parliament versus the people. Mr Johnson sees it as his aim to say that he will deliver Brexit come what may, do or die, by October the 31st. But now the judges have got in his way of his plans, he's likely to talk up that rhetoric at the Conservative Party conference next week. Forget the people versus Parliament, it's going to be the people versus Parliament versus the judges. Hold on tight, because this is a landmark moment in British political history.